Seconds. Absolutely quiet now in the studio. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Richard, can you remember the name of the Crayshaw's youngest boy?
Have they got one?
Of course they have. They have 3 boys. One of them must be the youngest.
I suppose so. Yes, that follows. It's full marks for logical thinking, dear.
Honestly, Richard, you're exasperating sometimes.
Dominic.
What?
Dominic, that's the name of the Crayshaw's youngest boy.
Is it? Oh, good, thank you. It can't be. The Somertons' youngest boy is Dominic.
There's no copyright in names.
Never mind, I should have known better than to ask.
Oh, what are you doing?
The Christmas cards.
Season's greetings from Richard and Jane Elkinson. Very nice. What are the season's greetings? A sober Christmas and a careful New Year. Or how about, we wish you a mingy Christmas and a bankrupt New Year.
You're in a funny mood.
How much do these cost?
Expensive, I'm afraid. I ordered them in May before... Well, I had to take them.
Now, how much?
They work out at about 15p.
15p? My God. We could have sent them British Leyland share certificates. They're only 5p.
I know, Richard. I'm sorry. I had to take them.
That's all right. I realised only yesterday, £40 standing order a month at the wine merchant. Just takes some getting used to.
Have you stopped it?
So, of course. £40 a month is now 10% of our income. For the last months, we've been living on my basic salary of £5,000 a year.
Still sounds a lot.
Oh, come on, dear. Just about covers the children's school fees.
We're going to have to do something drastic soon, aren't we?
It's crunch time any day now, dear.
What does that mean?
A savage cut, and I mean savage.
We have to cut our coat.
Right. I'm afraid that means just G-strings all round. Giddings 289. Yes. Hello, Philip. Of course you can, Joe. I'm not doing anything much tomorrow morning. Well, who is these days? Yes, all right. Come round now if you want to. No, we finished dinner. No, Jane's just doing the Christmas cards, and I've just put down the Investor's Chronicle, the limit even to my masochism. Yes. Half an hour, yes. Okay, see you. It's Philip. He wants to see me tonight.
What about?
I don't know. I'm afraid to guess.
Oh, Richard.
We sounded glum. It must be serious to come between him and his postprandial Madeira.
I'd better tidy up. I must look a mess.
No, it's all right. I'll take him into the study. This isn't a social call. Oh, stiffener, I think. Just a splash as usual.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, come on, Philip. You're not trying to tell a client why his shares have dropped 50 points since we recommended them. I'm a partner, remember. So come on, just say it.
We're going to have to merge.
Oh, that sounds sensible. Especially if we find a firm strong on the mining side, because I've always said we were overweighted on industrials.
Like Babington Wilcox?
Yes, excellent, if they were interested.
They're interested.
You know, you've talked to them.
Just informally, you know. With Harper, actually.
And what have you decided, informally?
Christ, Richard, this is terrible.
No, that's all right. You decided that the new firm of Babington, Wilcox and Halifax will not be needing me as partner, and, with great regret, of course, will have to let me go.
I'm sorry, Richard.
All right, but why all the cloak and bloody dagger business? I know the score.
It was Harper. Insisted we reach informal agreement with just the top 3 senior partners. They've got 14 partners and are going to let 3 go, and we've got only 5 partners.
So I'm the only one to go from our side.
I'm sorry, Richard, really very sorry.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. Sorry, that was cheap. Well, how long have you been plucking up courage to tell me?
2 days. There honestly is no alternative, Richard. As you know, our trading profit is 0. And
Oh, I know. We couldn't really afford our basic salaries. Well, I'm not going to be able to afford this anymore.
There'll be some sort of handshake, of course, tide you over. Well, you're a young man.
Skip them. Platitudes. How many 43-year-old stockbrokers have you heard of getting a new job this year?
Oh, things are bound to pick up, and you're well qualified.
Oh, for what, for God's sake? For classic Stockford stocks and shares in the City of London. The only thing I'm qualified for is to write the decline and fall of the Roman Empire. That's been done already. G-strings, I said, didn't I? Well, I'm afraid that's a bit expensive for us now. Naked into the world, that's us.
You'll think of something, dear.
They hand in hand, with wandering steps and slow, through Eden took their solitary way.
What's that?
Oh, funny, I never thought of the stock exchange as paradise. Come to think of it, I still don't.
How's this going to affect the children?
Ah, well, there you are. You see. That's it, isn't it? When I go down to the public assistance, or socialist security, or whatever it's called, you know, the poor law place, say, actually, old chap, I need another 4,000 or so a year for the kids' school fees, he's likely to get a little shirty. Insist on my selling a garden or something.
We should stop being so facetious.
Quite honestly, I don't know what else to be.
I know. We ought to make some plans. They're coming home from school tomorrow.
For all of them.
No, Emma's home for lunch. Simon's train doesn't get in till 6.
What about David?
Another 2 days.
Oh, that's good, really. So I'd like to get things sorted with Emma and Simon before we have to try to explain things to a 12-year-old.
Richard. We'll manage. Somehow.
For God's sake, Jane, I can do without the soothing wife bit.
I'm sorry, I was only
I
trying.
know. Thank you. Let's not pretend, eh? Because reality is bursting in all around us. And the fantasy thing of us striding forward hand in hand into the gathering storm is just too ludicrous. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. But it's time for cool heads. Now, we've got ourselves sorted, so let's not rock the boat by pretending we're the greatest lovers since Romeo and Juliet.
That's the way you want it.
Oh, I need another nightcap. So, good night, dear. Look, I won't disturb you. I'll sleep in my room tonight.
That's it. Now, Dorothy, if you'll put these in Emma's room when you go up.
Yes, I will. Oh, isn't it lovely? Are you looking forward to getting them home?
Of course. House bustling again.
I don't know how you can bear to part with them. Oh, I know it's supposed to be good for them and all that, but, well, I wouldn't like to be parted from my two.
Well, just the way things are, I suppose. How can that be?
Hello?
Richard, what a surprise. Home in the middle of the day?
Oh, I don't like wait. Hello, Mrs. Evans.
Hello, you're just in time for lunch. And for Emma. That reminds me, I've just got time to get these into Emma's bedroom.
Thank you, Dorothy.
So look taxes are, Mrs. Adams.
Richard.
Treasure, I believe, is the word. How did she take the news?
I haven't told her yet.
Oh, courage, mon ami. Come on, you need a sherry.
I don't.
Oh, well, I do.
Please, Richard, don't let's have a scene.
Well, of course not. Since when has a pre-lunch sherry constituted a scene?
With Dorothy. I want to break this to her gently.
How do you sack somebody gently?
It could wait.
Well, until after Christmas, when she spent all her money. Surely it's only fair to give her as much notice as possible.
Richard, will you let me handle this in my own way?
Glass of sherry, Mrs. Adams.
Oh, that's very kind of you, but...
No buts. There we are.
Thank you.
Cheers to the dole queue.
Richard.
Mrs. Adams, I'm afraid we're both out of work, you and I.
Dorothy, I'm terribly sorry about this. I'd hoped... Well, the fact is, my husband's firm has been taken over.
Merged is the word. my dear.
Merged with a larger firm, and it means that he's going to have to look around for a while for another position.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, we shall sort something out, of course, but it does mean that we're going to have to draw in our horns for a while. Now, I'm sure you won't have any difficulty in finding
Oh,
yourself
now, don't
another...
worry about me. I mean, I can get another job tomorrow.
Oh, there's a moral there somewhere, dear.
Just before Christmas. Oh, it's terrible for you.
What do you mean it'll spoil the annual feast in honor of the patron saint of indigestion?
Yes, Dorothy, it is a blow, but we'll manage.
I suppose you won't be having the party then this year?
Oh, my God, I'd forgotten all about it. Oh, Lord.
Well, I could get on to the butcher and the fishmonger. We might be able to...
No, Mrs. Adams, no. We've already got the booze. No, I'll have it. Great. A Titanic party. We'll stand on the deck singing Abide With Me while watching all our friends fighting for places in the lifeboats to row away as we sink beneath the waves.
We'll talk about it later. Now, Dorothy, why don't you have the afternoon off? You must have masses of Christmas shopping to do.
Oh, that is kind of you. I'd love to, thank
There
you.
you are, Mrs. Adams. Every cloud has an afternoon off.
Yes, well, I may as well pop off now. The lunch is all ready.
Thank you, Dorothy, that's...
Why don't you come to the party, Mrs. Adams?
Dorothy always helps.
No, I don't mean standing behind the buffet dishing out salmon. I mean come, as a guest. Not to wear your pinny. No, bring Mr. Adams. Do you know I've never met your husband? After, what is it, 7 years? Well, it seems disgraceful.
I think that's a lovely idea, Dorothy. Do come and bring your husband. I'd really like that.
Well, I'll ask Jack tonight and I'll let you know tomorrow. Thank
Lovely.
you.
Dorothy, you're going without your lunch.
Oh, now, don't you worry about that. If I'm going to have the afternoon off, I may as well make the most of it. I'll get a sandwich or something up in town.
You sure?
Yes, quite sure.
Right. Bye-bye. Bye. See you tomorrow. Richard.
I know. Pas devant les domestiques. No bleeding in front of the servants.
Don't mind bleeding, you can't help that. It's the bleating I can't stand.
Look, I shouldn't worry. I mean, he's probably striding over the common, kicking hell out of the grass.
It's not a very nice expression, Emma.
Had you had a row?
No? No, of course not.
No, you don't anymore, do you? You just snipe at each other from prepared positions.
Not altogether sure I like my children growing up. Does this still fit you, Emma?
Yes, of course it does. Anyway, I like it really tight. It reminds me I mustn't eat donuts.
It's nice to know you still have some childish desires left.
Plenty. One of them is to see you and Daddy happy.
We get along.
Yes. So does the English cricket team, but I wouldn't pay to watch them.
Well, we weren't thinking of charging for admittance. Things aren't that tight yet. Anyway, are you still interested in cricket? I would have thought there'd be other matters occupying your mind these days.
Boys, you mean?
Well, yes.
Fat chance. The staff at school are so terrified we'll take our knickers off some local youth.
Emma, what a thing to say.
Well, that's what you're thinking about, isn't it? Go on, admit it.
I'll admit no such thing. I hope you won't be obliging the local youth around here by taking your knickers off, as you so elegantly put it.
Mummy, you are silly. You know me, said she enigmatically. Oh, I'll just put these in the bathroom.
So the sixth form's all right then, Simon?
Yes, it's pretty good, really. It's great to drop all those subjects and just do those you like.
No regrets about opting for science?
Oh, absolutely not. It's very interesting.
Good, darling.
Mum, you think I'll be able to finish school, do you?
Finish school?
Well, after what you said about Dad's job, I thought
No
that...
question, Simon, none. Look, if the worst came to the worst, we could always ask your grandfather. In any case, no question.
Well, I would understand. The fees, they're going up next term to 1,300.
Forget it, Simon. We're not that desperate.
Okay.
What about the house?
Well, Daddy and I have decided that this is something we must all discuss together.
Daddy, is that you?
Everyone at home?
Now they are. Come on, then, you old silly. Weren't you rotten not to be here when I came home?
Sorry about that, Bunty.
Now I know I know.
Hello, Simon.
Hello, Dad.
Good to see you again.
It's good to be home.
Oh, you two. My father, I presume?
Yeah, would you prefer we hugged and kissed one another like a couple of footballers?
Yes, of course I would. I mean, you're frightened and you look gay or something.
I must say, they don't look very happy.
I mean, gay means queer. You know, 5-shilling note, homosexual.
Emma, what do they teach you at school?
Well, you were so delighted we were kept in a nunnery. How do you think we managed? I mean, ask Simon how many fags he's fallen in love with this
Oh,
summer.
now, come
Stop
on.
teasing, Emma.
I don't know what's happened to you.
Well, I'll tell you, it's estrogen. Coursing through my veins, making bubbles in my brain. It's really quite natural.
You haven't eaten, have you, Richard?
No.
I've kept your dinner hot.
I assume you've told them the glad tidings?
I've told them about your job.
Yes, bad luck, Dad.
Thank you.
Well managed, Daddy. I mean, I've only got 6 months more at school, and then I'm off your hands.
Hardly. You're still planning to go to university, aren't you?
Yes, but if you two are in the workhouse or something, I'll get a grant.
Well, you're all right then, Jack.
No, I didn't mean that.
Yes, I know.
Well, I've told Mum I could easily transfer to a grammar school.
And I've told him that that is out of the question, isn't it, Richard?
Yes, we don't want any radical changes at this stage.
Well, if it could be managed, that'd be great.
Yes, we'll manage.
But-
By the way, Jane, I invited Ted and his wife to the party.
The gardener.
That's right. But with the Adams coming, I thought we might as well go the whole hog.
Oh, Richard. If they come, they'll die of embarrassment. And so will everyone else.
Nonsense.
Well, why don't you get onto the corporation and have them send round the dustman?
Oh, what an excellent idea. I've always thought that a £5 in an envelope at Christmas is a mean gesture for coping for a year with all our rubbish.
You're making a farce of our party. And it'll be the last one. It is traditional. We always give a party the Saturday before Christmas, and everyone says it's the best of the whole
Yeah,
season.
I'm just making it more traditional, going back to medieval times. Lord of misrule and all that. Masters waiting on servants, officers taking tea to the men, and a topsy-turvydom. And as it seems we're going to have Christmas all the year round, we might as well start as we're jolly well going to have to finish.
It's my party as well, you know. You've really no right to speak.
All right. For domestic harmony, I forego the pleasures of drinking whiskey with a dustbin man. But I've already asked the Jones, so you're stuck with them.
No more, then.
All right, promise. Now, the Adams and the Jones will just have to stand as tokens for all those horny-handed sons of toil whose ranks we will shortly join.
You're laying it on a bit thick, aren't you, Dad?
Oh, am I? Oh, don't tell me you're going to be another bastion of the English class system. You're too young to be reactionary. It's you who ought to be out there inviting the dustbin men to the party. You see, Simon, next year, when we're having our party with the Adams and the Jones and the dustbin men, your mother will throw a fit if I invite Philip or Jeremy or the Martins. It's important to see for everyone to know his place. Everyone should keep it.
Don't you think you've made your
The
point?
rich man at his stock exchange, the poor man at his dustbin.
Excuse me.
Oh, I think that was unnecessary.
Where are you going, Emma?
To cheer up.
Sit down. Come on, sit down. I'll go.
Your soup will get cold.
I'm not hungry.
It's taking it hard.
Of course he is. Wouldn't you?
Yes.
Well, I probably haven't helped. I've been brightly sparkling all afternoon.
What can we do?
There'll be one room I can escape to. You have your own bedroom.
I've come to say I'm sorry.
All right, you said it. Now leave me alone.
I'm wretched too, you know.
Why? Haven't you managed to work it off?
What do you mean by that?
You've spent the afternoon screwing your mistress, haven't you?
You said that as though it were a dirty word.
Isn't it?
Not to me. But I know you find the whole activity distasteful.
Look, Richard, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to argue with you. Just leave me alone. With your friend's wife. Honestly, Richard, I just don't know how you can live with yourself. Jeremy, of course.
Jeremy, that wet week. He's no friend, he's merely a colleague. Well, he's not even that now.
Well, it would take it out of a man, wouldn't it, having a nymphomaniac wife?
Ah, the old fighting spirit, that's better.
Oh, go away.
Well, I started it before, but you brought me back.
I won't again.
Just as a matter of historical accuracy, I didn't see Sarah this afternoon. I walked to Telford and back. And as another matter of historical accuracy, I'm very sad, I have to tell you, that Sarah isn't a nymphomaniac.
I'll get it done.
Right. I'll just get one for myself now. Oh, certainly. Very good, really.
Merry Christmas.
And the same to you, dear. Same to you.
Merry Christmas.
Jane, dear, I haven't telephoned because Philip said, well, you know, but I must say...
No, you mustn't, Esther. Taboo. Tonight is a Christmas party. No sadness tonight.
You're right, my dear. I'm very brave.
Your coat in my room.
Thank you.
Philip, yours in Richard's room.
Yes, I know it is.
I'll talk to you when you come down. Merry Christmas. Lovely to see you. Merry Christmas, Dick. You just put your coats upstairs.
I think the whole party idea is grisly.
And what can they do, ring round and cancel? You can't do that.
Why not? Bad form, in for a dig. Oh, it's bullshit.
It doesn't help to cry in public.
Honestly, Simon. You know, if you're not careful, you're going to turn into a real stuffed shirt.
Rubbish.
Let yourself go a bit.
Merry Christmas, Martin.
And the same to you, my dear.
Where's Mary?
Absolutely mortified, my dear, she couldn't make it. Frightful migraine. Sends her love, of course.
I am sorry.
Yes? Insisted I come by myself. Just wants to be left alone.
Ah, there are Philip and Esther. You remember
Hello,
Martin?
Esther. Philip.
Drinks for you in here when you come down, Martin.
Yes, poor old David.
He's the worst hit of all of us. What are they going to do about his school? If only it was last year, Daddy could have got him into a decent grammar
Yeah,
school.
he still might. Or grandfather might fork out some cash.
Yes, but it's not. Oh, Paula. Emma. How nice to see you. You look lovely.
Oh, Simon, it's you.
Yes, hello.
I wondered who the dishy man was Emma had in her bedroom. I'm beginning to feel a gooseberry. But go on, you two. Get the dancing started or something.
Yes.
For God's sake, Paula, get some booze into Simon.
If I see James, shall I tell him where you are?
Why not?
I promise her. He wants to go first.
There you are, Major. Cheers. Oh, thank you, my boy. Thank you. Cheers, cheers.
Hello, Philip. Oh, Richard.
Oh, Richard, dear, happy Christmas. Happy New Year.
Oh, I'm sure we shall. What are you going to have to drink?
I'll get it, darling.
Right.
Jane warned me not to say anything.
Yeah, then we must do what Jane says, mustn't we? I always do.
Esther, Richard knows how we feel.
Yes, of course I do. Now, what's it to be?
Just everyone's arrived. I'll see you when you come down. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Jim.
I'm so glad you could come.
Well, we wouldn't miss this party for the world, would we, Jeremy?
No, Sarah, not for anything.
Oh, that's kind of you. Now, Sarah, you do know your way to my bedroom, don't you?
Well, of course we do. What is this now, the 8th time, isn't it?
I'm not sure how many times exactly.
And each time better than the last day.
Ah, well, we all aim for satisfied customers. Now, drinks are in there when you come down.
Allow me.
Thank you, Jeremy. Mr. and Mrs. Adams, Merry Christmas.
And the same to you.
Merry Christmas.
Come here.
You haven't met my husband, have you?
No, I've never had that pleasure. I'm so glad you could come.
Very good of you to ask us.
Not at all. Now, Dorothy, if you put your coat in my room.
Oh, will you take mine up? You know what?
Mr. Adams, you come and meet my husband. Richard? Richard? Here's Mr. Adams.
Hello. Oh, it's good to meet you. Look, let's not muck around with surnames. It's Jack, isn't it? My name's Richard. And a Merry Christmas. Now, what are you going to have to drink? There's beer, whiskey, gin, vodka.
I'll have whiskey, please.
Whiskey, right. And water?
I never mix your drinks, especially with water.
Very good. Right. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm sorry to hear about your job.
Thank you.
I know how you feel.
Do you?
It's happened to me 3 times.
3 times? My God.
Not for long, though. I soon managed to get fixed up.
Yeah, that's good.
And I'm sure you will, too.
Well, I hope so.
You can't keep a good man down.
Well, that rather depends on how hard you hit him. What's your line exactly?
Boilermaker work, LTK Industries.
Oh, that's good.
You know?
Well, I know the name, of course. Now, it stands at... Don't tell me. It stands at 1 to 8 at the moment, and profits were up 25% last year. So the job should be safe there.
You should have been on our committee.
What committee is that?
I'm the convener of shop stewards there.
Oh, that's interesting.
Had a hell of a job screwing an extra 10% out of them on the bonus payments.
But you made it.
Oh, yes. We had the balance sheet, didn't we?
Well done. Yes, but that's not the whole story, is it? I mean, the profits were up, yes, but the share price was only 2/3 of the price last year.
Ah, that's nothing to do with us, is it? We work hard. We cooperate with the management, introducing new machines, and the profits go up 25%. So we ought to get our cut. I mean, it's no affair of ours, is it? A lot of speculators are playing ducks and drakes with LTK shares. No offence, mate.
No, none taken. In any case, I don't speculate. I just buy and sell for clients. Well, I don't even do that now. Hello. You look marvellous tonight.
Thank you.
Now, what are you going to have to drink?
Oh, could I have a vodka and tonic, please?
Vodka and tonic.
Did I hear you talking politics?
Not at all.
Oh, good. Should hate to come to blows in our first party here.
No, there's no chance of that. Anyway, cheers.
Cheers.
Look, I was just playing host for
Oh,
a moment.
of course, yes.
Will you just circulate or
Yes,
will you sit down? Just make yourself at home. Merry Christmas, etc.
Damn good of you to invite us, old chap.
No, not at all. Why ever not?
No, I think it's damn fine.
Now, what are you going to have to drink?
Usual, old chap.
And you?
The usual.
Yes, what's that? You can hardly expect me to remember from year to year.
G&T.
Right, gin and tonic. Coming up.
Isn't that old, what's his name, Melton over there?
That's right.
I haven't seen him for an age.
Oh, really? Because I remember he was asking after you a couple of months back.
Is that so?
He's a frightfully useful chap to know. You know, he runs the pension fund for Johnson Textiles.
That's right, that's right.
Well, look, come and have a word with him.
Good idea, yes, I think. Yeah, thanks very much.
Hang on. Mr. Melton, may I...
The other major? No, there you go.
Cheers.
He's putty in your hands. But then aren't we all?
Again.
Haven't seen you for weeks. Must be sick.
Oh, things have been getting on top of me, you know how it is.
Well, no, I wouldn't know, would I? I mean, no one's been getting on top of me.
You're incorrigible.
Oh, that's one thing I haven't tried.
What?
Correction. If it'll bring you round, by all means, bring a cane.
Things really have been at a very low ebb.
I know, darling. It seems as if I shall have to start reading the city pages.
Oh?
Well, when everything starts rising, I shall expect a phone call.
There's not an exact correlation, you know.
Oh, dear, your wife's got her beadies on us. Before she comes to take you away, you will promise to dance with me or something later?
I promise to dance with you.
Sorry to drag you away, darling, but could you answer the door? I must just pop upstairs.
Yes, of course. Excuse me.
So sorry.
Now, is everybody all right? All right, that's right. Okay, right. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, do come in. And a Merry Christmas.
Same to you, sir.
I'm so glad you could join us.
It's ever so kind of you to ask us.
Sarah, do come and meet Mr. and Mrs. Jones. This is my friend, Sarah Fanshawe.
How do you do?
Very well, thank you. I thought I was getting a bit of a cold at the beginning of the week, but seems to have passed over.
Oh, good.
Sarah, I wonder if you'd be allowed and show Mrs. Jones our bedroom so she can get rid of her coat.
Delighted, of course.
And I'll take Mr. Jones through to the drink hall. See you when you come down. Now, look, I'm not going to introduce you round. Oh, well, you do know Jack Adams, don't you? Jack?
Hey, I didn't know you.
That's right. Come on, Ted, I'm going to get a drink first. Ah, then, what's it to do? Nice one. Light is good. That's fine.
David, aren't you coming down?
In a minute.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
You look sad.
Do I?
Why didn't you come down, try and enjoy yourself?
I will, in a minute. You go on down.
It won't be the same for me without you there.
I'll be there.
Good. See you then.
All right.
Soon.
I should just put your coat on the bed. There's a loo across the hall if you want to freshen up.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
I'll see you down there then.
Dear, I won't be a minute.
All right, I'll wait for you.
Sarah?
Martin.
Nice to see you. You look marvelous. Tell me, does that dressed out by faith or friction?
Neither. Sheer willpower.
Well, how does one go about weakening the will?
Well, a gin and tonic might help.
I'll get you one. Don't go away.
Have it ready. I'll be down in one moment.
Righto.
Yeah, perhaps with the exception of that one, I don't know.
No seasons left. That's the trouble. Cold summers, warm winters.
All right, Richard.
Ain't natural. Not natural at all.
No. Sit down.
Oh, I mean, look at our tomatoes this year. Ashamed I was. Half of them still green on the plants in November. Only good for chutney. I said to Mrs. Jones, I said, there's so many green tomatoes about, we'll be wading knee-deep in chutney. Yes, I like chutney, actually. Oh, well, I'm glad of that, because I've got a recipe from my old friend that would be interested in. Oh, yes, go on.
Ah, Martin. Have you met Mrs. Jones?
No. How do you do?
Very well, thank you. Last week I thought I was going to get a bit of a cold.
Oh,
but it
look,
seems to
Mrs.
have-
Jones, he's brought you a gin and tonic. How sweet of you,
I don't know if I ought to, really.
Well, of course you must. He brought it specially, didn't he? Now, you must excuse me. I promised to have a word with Richard.
Well, that's ever so kind of you. Thank you ever so much. Cheers.
But the trouble is that some people make chutney far too sweet.
A fascinating conversation you're having.
Hello.
Do tell me about chutney, Richard.
Richard, you haven't brought out the fruit cup.
3 pints. 3 pints?
Oh, my God, I'm sorry. No, I forgot. I was just going to get an idea.
I'll get it. You answer the door.
I'm not covered by insurance. That must be the same.
Hello, Merry Christmas and all that.
The same to you, old boy, the same to you.
I'm glad you could get here so early. I thought perhaps you might be delayed.
No, it's a frightful party at the club. I just couldn't wait to get here.
Oh, good.
Did my good deed for the day. Liberated this lady from the party. It's Richard, Delia. Celia, sorry, Celia.
How do you do?
Hello.
I'm glad you could come.
Thank you.
Managed to liberate this, too, old boy.
Oh, that's always welcome, isn't it? Well, look, would you put it on the drinks table and I'll show Celia where to...
Oh, right.
Come on, Celia.
Just remember, old boy, one liberation of an evening, and that's enough for any girl.
Okay, I'll remember. You get in, George.
Right.
Get a drink.
Hey, Jeremy! Take a pass.
Oh, here, I hear you scored a splendid try this afternoon.
Not bad at all. Terribly sorry.
Oh, my God, Gerald, you are.
Yes, I second that. I'm most delightfully sorry.
All right. I'll just go upstairs and change or something.
Is there anything I can do? I mean, bring it up.
I think I'd better go on my own, otherwise everyone will think we did it on purpose, won't they?
It was a good try, Gerald. You won't convert that one.
Won't be a moment.
Oh, Christ. Why do I always put my...
Oh, you're just as bad, really. Come on, have a drink. I hope you won't stay.
It was an awful party.
So they usually are. You were lucky to get away before they started singing.
I know. As it was, they were so hearty, if you know what I mean.
I do.
The chap I was dancing with, honestly, I swear he still had his rugger boots on. Look what he did to my shoes. There.
Oh.
Hello. Christ, what's happened?
Oh, idiot Gerald, fooling about as usual. Crashed into me, carrying the fruit cup.
Oh, this is Celia.
How do you do? I don't believe we've met, have we?
No, I came with them.
The idiot Gerald brought her.
Oh dear, it's not my evening, is it?
Oh, no, I hardly know him. At least I only met him tonight at the Rugger Club.
Oh, we'll leave you to get changed. Come on, Celia. Anything you want?
No, I think you better go and referee the rugger match.
Come in. James. Don't just stand there undressing me. Come here.
And undress you.
Oh. Oh, it's lovely to see you. When did you get back?
Today, I had to stay off a few days to get some work done.
No, I'll bet. It probably took an extra week to say goodbye to all your girlfriends.
You must be joking. You know, Oxford was founded as a medieval monastery. Well, it hasn't changed much.
Oh, it's marvellous to see you. First cheerful face I've seen in days.
Yes, I know. I'm terribly sorry.
How do you know?
Dad mentioned it.
Oh, of course, Daddy would have told him. He looks after our overdraft, doesn't he? I remember Daddy saying once, first-class chap, our bank manager. I'm glad he banks with me. You came with them, did you?
Well, no, they're not coming.
They always come.
Just didn't feel up to it, they said.
You're a lousy liar, James.
I'm sorry, Emma. Evidently, your father and mine had a very sticky interview yesterday.
Oh, no.
Shouldn't tell you, of course.
Go on.
Well, nothing much else to tell. Dad reckons the position will get worse. Got frightfully pompous. I don't feel able to encourage extravagant parties, especially when it's my bank that's paying for them.
God.
Had a terrible row. I slammed out saying I was going to get pissed as a newt on his bank's inflated profits.
Good for you.
I'm terribly sorry.
Thanks. But no tears tonight.
Right.
Yes. We'd better go down, or Mummy will think we're having it off in here.
Now, that sounds a good idea.
Yes. We'll have to see about that. I'll tell you a secret. I'm still a virgin. Touch and go, but I am.
You've been saving yourself for me, obviously.
Have you been saving yourself for me?
Ah, well now.
Emma, my darling, would you be an angel? Hello, James.
Mummy, your parties are improving. It's only just started and you found someone to go to bed with already.
Emma, please.
What's happened?
An accident. My dress got drenched with fruit cup.
Oh, I am sorry. You were looking so marvellous.
I came to ask you if you'd hurry up and play hostess for me while I start all over again.
Yes, of course. We shall have to finish our fascinating conversation some other time, James.
I am sorry if I interrupted anything.
Oh, no, Mummy. We were only talking about virginity. Come on, James.
read Wilhelm Reich's History of an Orchid?
No.
He makes a point that the only real liberation is based on sexual liberation.
Really?
Sorry.
Must be breaking their hearts to think they have to sell this.
As if they can.
Well, they've got to, haven't they?
Yeah. You take the house prices round here. Now, I bet this one must have dropped to 15 or 20,000 in the last year or so. They'll be lucky if they can raise enough to pay off the mortgage.
What's to know for it?
I don't know. I lie awake night after night worrying about it.
So, just 6 months more, then?
Well, I'm hoping Oxford.
Oh, I see. And where are you these days, James?
Oxford.
You knew where he was. Excuse us, because we want to dance. Bye. Poor child.
Oh, she's a bright girl, she'll cope.
That's not the point, is it?
Oh, I don't know, she's got a lot of a father spirit.
You think that's an advantage?
Absolutely nothing on at all.
What a fool that man is.
It's always the same. A rugger club beats up a pub in its high spirits. Soccer fans have a punch-up, and it's hooliganism bring back the perch.
Inkling, what's going to happen? Well, nothing's decided yet. I just started planning, really. Anyway, that subject's taboo tonight, because if Jane catches us, we'll all be expelled from the party. How's your business going, John?
No problems, really. After all, it doesn't make a great deal of difference to us. The figures are in red or in black, they still have to be added up.
Surely, lad, if they're in the red, what about your fees, eh?
You must be joking, old man. Did you ever hear of a firm that shortchanged its accountants?
Look at that.
You owe me a kiss.
Why do I owe you a kiss?
No one can now say you looked so stunning because of that first dress.
Very gallant.
Do I get my kiss?
Only if you put that down.
Don't allow me.
And promise not to trip over the carpet.
Never.
My God, I'm still in one piece.
The night's young.
What a lovely people.
Lovely, lovely.
Takes a real interest in the garden.
That's handy, isn't it? Be digging it himself soon.
The gardener, darling. Oh, yes, the gardener.
Why not? I thought you were a liberated lady.
Well, I am. You should know.
Oh, hello, darling.
Terribly sorry to butt in, but could I have a word? It is important.
Excuse me.
So sorry.
Actually, I don't know Richard frightfully well. He was a member of the golf club, of course, but we hardly ever played. No, hardly ever played.
Crass, Jane, you had to be so obvious.
You don't think I split you two up for nothing. I wouldn't give that bitch the satisfaction.
Well, what is it, then?
It's David. He's sitting up there in his room. Just sitting.
Well, he'll come down when he's ready.
Oh, you mean you'd rather chat up that tart than look after your own son? It's not his fault his life's shattered.
I suppose it's mine.
I know it isn't mine.
I'm sure I've seen it.
Well, I can't think where. I just come down for the weekend to see my brother, actually. I didn't want to... Oh,
Well, see, I'm glad to thought you'd asked. I'll show you that, pendant now, if you like.
thank you. Excuse me. I say, you catch on quick.
No, not really. No, we all know Martin. Phantom groper of Giddings strikes again.
I don't know about Phantom. His hands were bloody real, honestly. Anyway, Rich, thank you very much. I'm all right now.
Hello, son. Aren't you coming down to the party?
In a minute.
What you done in the dumps? Yes, I know. Well, we all are, but just not showing it, that's all. Some people are enjoying themselves anyway. Why don't you talk about it, David? You stiff upper lips all very well, but a chap has to talk sometimes, get it off his chest. Don't you want to talk? Well, it's up to you, but I wish you would. But you will come down to the party, won't you, dear? Good.
In a minute, Dad.
Good, good. See you.
I shouldn't have told you, should I?
Oh, why not? It's common knowledge.
Yes, but at the party, I mean.
Grow up, James. It's no good just jollying somebody along.
Yes, I'll be able to finish school. Well, it's essential, really. You see, it helps getting into Oxford. The school's got scholarships and things.
Well, there's no option, is there? We'll have to sell. Get something smaller.
That's what I said, Randy. I said, knee-deep in chutney we'll be. Knee-deep in chutney.
Sticky.
Would be that. Very sticky.
Bad business, I can tell you, Major. I got out of struggle to keep him in, but they were adamant.
You mustn't blame yourself. Symptom of the times. I mean, those bloody overpaid car workers sitting at home on strike, living on luxury on the state, on the taxes that chaps like Richard have paid through the nose. And then when things get tough, well, it's not them that's suffering, it's chaps like Richard. I mean, he wants to work. How can he live on unemployment benefits?
Here's Jane, Major.
Hello, Major. You two are looking very solemn.
Nonsense, my dear, nonsense. Just talking about old times. Hey, Philip? Good God, glass empty. Can't have that.
Let me.
No, my dear, I wouldn't hear of it. See you later.
If anyone else does that to me tonight, I shall get a little bell and ring it whenever I approach.
Oh, my dear Jane, you mustn't.
It really is no unkindness like poverty, is that?
Jane. I'm sorry, I assumed. You know. So I am worried about David. He won't say a bloody thing, except I'll be down in a minute.
I know. I'll go up again.
Well, no, I wouldn't know. No, give him a little while. I'll go up again in about half an hour or so.
Do you think that's best?
You all right?
Having a lovely time.
I don't mind telling you, it's Jane and the kids I feel really sorry for.
What's poor old Richard done to you?
Oh, nothing, of course, but he never seems to take anything seriously. He's always joking somehow.
What's wrong with that? I'm always joking.
No, that's different. I mean, even when you're supposed to be serious, everyone knows you're likely to turn into a joke any minute. But Richard, well, he seems to treat everything as a joke. Somehow seriously.
Excuse me, I must pop upstairs.
Yes. Obviously, that's no way to carry on a situation like this. We've got a world crisis and so on. You've got to be flippant about
You did promise.
Oh, not at the moment. You look fed up.
It's nothing. Jeremy.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought they were exactly synonymous terms. Well, not exactly.
Watching Jeremy think is like watching one of those pedal-driven aeroplanes. One knows the flight is technically possible, but is it worth the effort for such a short trip?
Well, that deserves a dance.
I see, but what I say is that we have invested our labour, our lives. Not money, not little bits of paper, but our lives. Now, the law says that a company must safeguard the interests of the shareholders. But that's not right, is it? What comes first, people or money? Eh?
That's a totally false dichotomy.
No, I knew you'd...
Philip, don't use such long words. Mr. Jones won't understand what you're talking about.
Adams, and I do understand what it means. It means a division of the two.
Yes, I meant I don't understand.
Oh, well, it means a division of the two. Now, you were saying
Jack,
that point about...
don't you think we should go and see if we can help Mrs. Elkinson?
Oh, all right, excuse me.
He's the most extraordinary chap. I mean, God knows what he's doing. Just keeps talking about chutney.
That was a dirty trick.
Trick?
Landed me with that Jones woman.
I thought I was doing you a favour.
That's ridiculous.
Well, she was a woman. I didn't think it mattered what sort of woman.
Don't you think we could go soon?
No, of course not. I mean, what will they think?
All very well you having a housekeeper as a guest. You're not helping much, are you?
Well, just tell me what to do.
Put that on the table.
Right. Your word is my command.
Who's going to carve this?
Oh, they can carve themselves.
Well, they'll make a dreadful mess. What about the salmon?
Oh, all right, I'll carve the turkey. You dish out the salmon.
We'll have to, I suppose.
Come on, Emma, you know parents, they're always on the point of splitting up.
No, it's not like that. It's deeper than that.
It must be awful for them, you know, the job and so on.
Yes, of course it is, but it's the last straw. They're just incompatible.
You can't say that. They must have had something once. I mean, you're here.
Is his housekeeper here with her bullshite husband? The most extraordinary old chap over there. Talks about nothing but chutney. Chutney? Go and ask him. I reckon Richard must have flipped his lid.
You mean you make central heating things?
Oh, no. I suppose the trade started with the steam engine, you know. Marine boilers, locomotives, that sort of thing. Where you have to hold a lot of pressure in a steel vessel.
Oh, how interesting.
No, it's anything to do with sheet metal that needs to be shaped, developed, you know. Hoppers, lots of conveying systems, sheet steel, heavy gauge.
Has your firm got plenty of work coming in?
About plenty, but enough.
What is it, your firm?
LTK Industries.
LTK? Well, I'm down. I got a couple of hundred in your shares.
Have we?
Yes, had them a couple of years. Mind you, the price has fallen.
The profits are still coming in.
Oh, a bit of a dividend, yes.
No problem then.
But I can't sell the shares.
Why should you want to?
Well, I might need the cash.
It seems to me that if a man puts money in a firm to say, to buy a lathe, then he ought to stick with it.
Yeah, but if the price of the shares falls, then the company can't raise the capital on the stock exchange to buy more lathes.
They can borrow from the state or the banks, and they do.
Oh, no, it's not as simple as that, old lad.
Or perhaps it ought to be.
This chap said to me, every time I sneeze, I get an erection. What are you taking for it, I said. Snuff, he said.
Come and get it, everyone. Come and get it. It's Christmas time. It's servants' lib. Come on. It's in the kitchen. It's wanted now.
Oh, look at that. Isn't it splendid?
Plates are at the end. There, everybody. Plates at the end. Help yourselves. And knives and forks are here. Knives and forks here. Do tuck in, won't you? Don't wait to be served.
I always say, Jane, I hate Christmas Day to come before Wednesday because after your Saturday party, I can't eat anything for 3 days.
Mr. Elkinson, I do wish you'd let me help.
Nonsense, you're here to enjoy yourself.
But I really would enjoy helping. Thank you, Dorothy, thank you. If you'd help pour the champagne.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
That's a sound I love to hear.
Reminds you of the army, does it, Major?
Oh, no, my boy, but it does remind me of quite a few sieges, Yeah.
Were they successful?
Oh, enough were, my boy, enough were.
Right.
Good. There we are, then.
There you are, Ted. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Same to you and many others.
You really do have to admire them, don't you? I mean, it's a damn good show.
C'est magnifique. How does the rest of that quotation go?
Now, come on, you two. I can't have husbands and wives who look soulfully into each other's eyes at my party. It's not natural.
Cheers. Careful with the salmon. It would be a pity to spoil that dress.
If I do, Gerald, I've only my nightie to change into.
Oh, you know I feel like a salmon throwing party.
Well, I feel like a Gerald throwing party.
Well, you can throw a party, but you can't throw a Gerald.
I don't think we've met, have we?
Oh, Jack Adams, Major Hardy.
Oh, hello.
Jack's at LTK Industries.
Oh, yes, yes.
First class firm. No strikes, high wages, and that's the chap responsible for it.
Oh, good show. Glad to hear some firms still have some guts left in them, eh? Keeping them screwed down, are you?
I think you could say that they know what's good for them.
Oh, that's splendid. Discipline. That's what we need, don't you think?
Every time, yes. Got to stand together, solid.
That's right, that's right.
That's our motto, isn't it? In the trade unions, united we stand.
Trades union?
Jack's the convener of shop stewards.
Good show. Damn good show.
Richard! You invite people to your home just to make fools of them.
Oh, you don't make fools, you only expose them. Hey, come on, you two, come on. Food will be gone. Thank you. Come on, the plates are there.
Looks lovely.
Where have you been?
Mummy, do you think that James and I would...
Emma, I know what you're going to say. Please don't.
Would go hungry?
James, I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to work. You have filled out, haven't you?
Oh, a fine example of a local youth, don't you think?
There's Martin. This is the second best place in the world for him.
Why, what's the first best?
The tube train in the rush hour. Go on, Martin. Martin, get some food inside you. The plates are there.
Yes.
A toast, everybody, a toast. To Richard and Jane.
Cheers.
Richard and For they are jolly good fellows. For they are jolly good fellows. For they are jolly good fellows. And so say all of us. Speech?
Yes, speech. Go on, let's have a word.
Well, thank you. We're just getting into practice, really, aren't we? Because we're taking over Joe's Cafe on the bypass next week.
That'd be the day when Joe's Cafe serves salmon like this.
No, that day's next week. And why shouldn't Joe's Cafe serve salmon like this?
Well, because lorry drivers prefer tin salmon.
Yeah, that's right. I do too.
Oh, well said, that man. You shall have it.
Oh, but I like this too, really.
No. If you prefer it, you shall have it.
But it's a joke, Richard.
Bottom cupboard.
Well, look, I mean, don't put yourself to all that trouble. I mean, I didn't mean it literally. I just...
Is it pink or red?
Oh, it's only pink, I'm afraid.
Oh, hard luck, Jack.
What about David?
Oh, yes, I forgot.
Right, there you are, Jack.
But Jack's
Sort of steady. Hey, steady. I can't eat all that. So that...
Well, just have what you want. I'm not forcing it on you.
Thank you very much.
No, if you'll excuse me. Look, help yourself to bacon butties from Joe's Cafe. I'll be back in a minute.
Well, what do I do? Yes,
Come along, everyone. It's all got to be eaten.
Well, look, give me a hand with this tin salmon. As is open. Let's eat it. Everybody.
You didn't come down. You still could, of course. Good party. Aren't you going to have anything to eat? See the spread down there, it's fabulous. There you are, the carols. You always enjoy the carols, don't you? Remember last year when you sang a solo? What was it? Oh, shall you remember? Silent Night. That was it, wasn't it? Aren't you going to answer me, David? Look, I know what's worrying you. It's the school, isn't it? You want to go to the same school as Simon. Well, we'll see what we can do. Tomorrow I'll ring up Grandad. Well, I was going to do that in any case. We'll get you there somehow.
I don't care about the mouldy old school.
You don't? It's not that that's worrying you. What is it then? We're leaving this house? Yes, I know that'll be a wrench for all of us, but we'll all be together.
I don't care where I live. Dad, why did they give you the sack?
Ah, well, it wasn't like that. It wasn't the sack.
You're not a stockbroker anymore.
No, I'm not. You see, things are very bad on the stock exchange these days. And nobody's buying and selling, so there's nothing for stockbrokers to do.
You mean there's no more stockbrokers?
No. Well, I mean, there's still some, but far fewer. See, firms come together and employ fewer people. And 4 firms have been hammered. That means they've gone bankrupt. Well, that really is a disgrace, but we haven't been hammered.
But why was it you that got the sack?
Oh, just bad luck, really. Now, I was the most junior in the firm. Last in, first out, that's the rule.
But if you'd been good, really good, they'd have kept you on. If everybody knew you were good, you could be a stockbroker for another firm. If you were good.
She's very tired. So am I. I'll be able to explain things better in the morning. Come on, you better get some sleep. Good night, dear.
I wonder where you got to. Feeling down? Oh, come on, Richard. The party's not that bad. I thought when we were dancing. You don't have to pretend to me, you know, Richard. There have been moments between us when it hasn't been a total farce. Something's happened, hasn't it? Can't you tell me? Jane said something. Oops. Oh, I'm sorry. It's obviously something important. You smiled. Can't be a complete catastrophe, then. Surely no one down there can have got through to you.
No.
I'm up here. Let me.
You can't.
Oh, I see I'm all right for a short time on a furtive
No,
afternoon.
I didn't mean that.
No, you didn't say it. One minute we're dancing, and the next you're acting as though any of that down there matters.
It doesn't, does it?
No.
No. It's all a game. And pieces move about the board like that. And all of a sudden, some real live blood spills onto the board and spoils the game.
Who's bleeding?
I am. My son has just cut my balls off.
Go on.
No.
Have some more.
No.
Ah, you like it, don't you? You've been on about it all evening.
No, that's enough.
Go on. There's plenty here. There's masses. A very generous host, Sir Richard.
How are you doing?
Ah, I was helping our friend here to some of his favorite food. Green tomatoes. Been on about it all evening.
That's the bastard of you.
Steady on! He's off out!
I don't ever put up with lots like you in my house.
Because you've lost your job.
Go on, get out.
No wonder they gave you the sack. Good riddance.
Stupid bastard, Joe, ragging Ted Jones. Got him covered in chutney. Oh, look, he's too drunk to get home. Put him to bed somewhere.
Where's his wife?
I don't know. I don't know. She must be asleep somewhere. Anyway, put them together.
This is entirely your fault, Richard. It was cruel.
All right. Inquest later.
You going already?
Yes. Good night, Jane. I always keep a tin of elastoplast.
I suppose you know what that meant? You'd better try and salvage what's left of your party. I'll look after the Jones.
I really do think that...
Come on, everyone. I haven't had a chance to sing any carols yet.
Actually, Richard, we were thinking it's about time we went home.
Home? Right. It's hardly 11 o'clock.
Richard, let's go. We all think this party was a brave effort, a really good try, but there was too much against it. Look, I know it's taboo and all that, but, well, I do want to say now, you've been a damn good colleague and friend, and whatever happens, I, for one, am going to, well, you know, miss our close contact, and we all think the same.
Thank you. That's a nice speech. Deserves a reply.
No need.
Oh, yeah, no, there is. And I've got just the education to help in this situation, because the damn all use helping me flog securities. But, no, I can lay on a smashing tragic speech when the Greek hero's arrogant pride has finally so angered the gods that they crush him like a fly on a window pane. As flies are to wanton boys, so are we to the gods, because they use us for their sport. Well, that's Shakespeare, actually, but it's still the same thing. The old bastards were still up to their tricks 2,000 years later, and still are.
I'm afraid you've lost me, old boy. Never was one for the bard.
All right, no, doesn't matter. All right, now, I'll tell you what I'm saying. See, for years, we've been part of the froth on a phony, bubbling economy. Now, when I first went into the city, I thought it was marvellous. I used to be able to calm myself that we were an essential part of British industry, raising capital for investment and all that. But for years, that hasn't been true. We've been errand boys for the pension funds, bookies runners for the speculators.
Easy now.
Now, Jack here, he makes things, and we haven't helped him one little bit. And just when his firm has a cash flow problem, we can't help them when they really need it, because they've got a cash flow problem. I mean, banks might, we can't.
But it's not as simple as that.
Old Ted Jones, now he makes it, well, he grows things, you know, cabbages and tomatoes, and when the cold wind blows on him, he makes chutney. And we have the cheek to patronize them. And every time they put £1 in their pension fund, I take 1.25% off the top for putting it somewhere else. Well, it's over, isn't it? Cold wind has scattered the froth, and my little bubble in it has burst. And you can believe it or not, but I'm glad. I'm bloody glad.
Well, I really did think that after that we should...
That was splendid, Daddy. I was proud of you.
Oh, it's like peeing into the wind. Messy, but still a relief.
Oh, Dad, Paula knows of another party. Do you mind if we...
No, please yourself.
Oh, good, I guess I can.
Can't win them all, Bunty.
Oh, look, tell Mummy I'll do the honours, right?
All right.
Pretty speech.
Thank you.
Ted's passed out in the spare room. I've left Mrs. Jones on the sofa. David's asleep.
Do you know why I wouldn't come down? Because he was ashamed of me. Well, I suppose you knew that all along.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. Well, at least this party's made one decision for us. We won't be staying on in this neighbourhood.
I'm taking the children up to stay with Daddy tomorrow. You can come up for Christmas if you want to, but But I shall be staying on afterwards. I'll leave you to sell up here and do whatever you want to do.
Oh, I know what I want to do. It'll be some over, not much, but a few thousand. And I want to start something. I don't know what, a market garden, I don't know, a business or something, but a real business. Now, if I get things together, will you want to come back?
We'd better talk about it then.
Fair enough.
I'll speed the parting guests.
I will, you know. I'm going to make things. Even if it's only chutney.